Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
So, you know, and then you just move your eyebrows, and that's pretty much all your reaction.
I was always compared to Wednesday because I'm very dry, and I don't think people can tell when I'm being serious or when I'm being sarcastic. And I didn't think it was that bad until we were on set sometimes, and Tim might say, "Oh, that was dark."
With the popularity coming from the Wednesday series, Jenna Ortega stars as the one and only Wednesday in the Netflix series, and does a pretty good job at portraying her. And throughout her career as an actress, she has had many moments of goofing around or doing a pretty good job at making people around her laugh, so we want to take a look at these moments and have a laugh or two.
I was accidentally McDonald's girl for a year because 3 unrelated casting directors hired me in McDonald's commercials.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got a McDonald's commercial, and McDonald's was unaware you'd been in their last commercial?
Yeah, the last 2.
The last 2 commercials?
Yeah.
But before we get into these moments, some trivia for you. What was Jenna Ortega's first role as an actress? Leave your answer in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
Together? The Gates Mansion?
Yes.
Percy started laughing one day because he said we're all making the same face because we all were looking around like, it was so mysterious and so corny at the same time.
To kick things off, while Jenna Ortega was answering some questions regarding the web's most searched questions, she accidentally hits herself with the board, and the aftermath is pretty funny.
And yeah, now I'm just promoting this Netflix show. It's called Wednesday. Oh, it's such a cruel world.
Doing a separate interview, the cast of Wednesday do the Try Not to Laugh challenge, and it's apparent that Jenna takes her role pretty seriously.
Me, man.
She is most known for her role on the Disney Channel show Stuck in the Middle that ran from 2016 to 2018. But with the success of Wednesday, this show might be her new most known role. And with a lot of people having already binged the show, there are already talks about a season 2. And with the success of season 1, that wouldn't be a surprise.
Got Wednesday because I'm not a boss bitch.
Whoa.
Because they said that, not because you're not a boss bitch. I'm so sorry.
Cannot believe that response. You should be ashamed.
The show is currently planted at #1 on Netflix, and no, unlike many recent Netflix series, it is not meant to be a one-off limited series, and more seasons have been planned already, but planned does not equal will get made, and Wednesday Season 2 has not been renewed by Netflix as of yet.
You get hit by a car?
Yeah. Yeah, I was on the side of the New Jersey Turnpike.
What did you choose?
4 hours before someone found me.
And it's really funny to see her explain how many similarities she has with her character Wednesday.
To an extent, I think I actually remember, I think Percy told me one time on set, I think I said something off camera and he said, I think you're more Wednesday than Wednesday. And with that, I take great appreciation.
With Jenna only being 20 years old currently, she has a lot more time to make a ton more memories along with her musical career and acting career, but it's nice to stop and see how much fun she has behind the sets and premieres and random interviews sometimes celebrities have along the way.
She wants the sass, so I'm gonna have to deliver with, there's so many hat options, it's ridiculous, I love it. This is definitely happening. What is this? Yep. The outfits are practically pre-made for me. It's so nice.
In a very cute interview, a toothbrush commercial Jenna did when she was very little was pulled up, and it's interesting to see her reaction to it.
In 2013, let's play that.
It takes 2 minutes to brush all the nasties away. I used to make the time go by faster by singing a song.
So cute! And then boom!
It's also fun to watch some of the vines that she did way back in the day.
Why am I single? Like, I'm cute, I'm funny, and I have great personality. Girl, you are single because when you laugh, you sound like Satan. Oh, maybe I am Satan. I don't play with demons. May the power of these hands compel you.
An interesting fact about the Wednesday series is Jenna Ortega didn't blink throughout being on screen. She was actually instructed to not do so by Tim Burton himself. When they tried one take with her blinking and not, and with Jenna not blinking, it made that much of a difference in her character. And when you really pay attention, it would have looked off if she did blink, considering that is out of her character for Wednesday Addams herself.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
So, you know, and then you just move your eyebrows and that's pretty much all your reaction.
I'm confused how you don't blink.
I think I got kind of annoying about it on set, to be honest. There was all this wind in my face. I learned to blink on other people's lines.
This is my costume. I'm a homicidal maniac. They look just like everyone else.
Jenna Ortega and Emma Myers talk a little bit about the pressure it took to play a character that had already been introduced to the world before, but giving more depth and personality was a struggle in and of itself, as well as providing more history and personality to a character that has never had this much screen time before. But it's safe to say she pulled it off successfully.
Felt a lot of pressure to do it right because she's such a beloved character. I've never played someone who's been done before, so I think that was a really interesting thing for me. And yeah, I mean, I have a lot of respect for the character, and we've never spent this much time with Wednesday on camera before.
But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page, linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments and memes, so make sure you check it out and give us a follow.
I think for me, it was a bit more personal just because I relate to Wednesday so much and I see a lot of myself in her. Oh yes, the Enid hug, or oh yes, you know, moments like that. Or I love the relationship between her and Eugene.
And back in her Disney days, Jenna did this cooking show where she competed against another team trying to make quesadillas.
I mean, I'm gonna bring the heat. This is a bonus ingredient. My inspiration for this is my great-grandmother because my mom said she had the best quesadilla recipe.
And I put my hair in 2 braids before my game, and somebody told me that I look like Wednesday Addams.
During another interview with Jimmy Fallon, Jenna went on about how her dark humor was sometimes a little too much even for the character Wednesday, believe it or not. And it's interesting to hear Jimmy's reaction to what she has to say.
You know, I'm dressed up the way she was 30 years ago, and she's getting to watch me, but I know her as Wednesday in my head, and I think socially I can be kind of hard to communicate with at times, and sometimes I would say something as a joke, and I think I have a very dark sense of humor, and she would go, ooh, that's dark.
And I think the funniest part is Jenna spoke more about her character Wednesday, but included an interesting fact relating to Tim Burton and Wednesday that you'd probably never guess.
Does that mean if he sees a lot of Wednesday in himself that he has no facial expressions?
No, I feel like he actually has a lot of facial expressions. I feel like he's perpetually frustrated, which is really, really funny.
Wednesday is a very unique character to say the least, and having Jenna play her was a very special experience, she has said, and with the dance scene being her favorite scene she has done and doing the choreography for the dance, it's no doubt that she can't wait to play Wednesday again for a second season in the future, assuming there is one.
This is my favorite scene. We brought this up so many times.
We talked about this the last 2 days. This is like all we've been talking about.
I actually felt really insecure about this. I choreographed that myself, and I think it's very obvious that I'm not a dancer or
It's amazing.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, Ortega had become interested in acting from the age of 6. By the age of 8, with her mother's help and agents, she eventually began receiving auditions, and soon made her acting debut in 2012 with a guest appearance for Rob in the episode Baby Bug.
So 4 or 5 times a week, my mom was a full-time ER nurse, but she would drive me. It was like a 6-7 hour round trip, LA and back, for auditions that lasted.
Even though she was a full-time ER nurse?
And she has 5 other kids.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
The way Wednesday is portrayed is unlike anything we've seen in the Addams Family. Wednesday is off to school now and is older and wiser, however still does get into some mischief. She is well known as a 13-year-old girl who is obsessed with death, and although this isn't something people can relate to, there are some moments that people can.
It was Tim, I remember early on, he decided that he didn't want me to blink, so I tried to blink as little as possible. I actually choreographed the dance, and I remember it was like a really chaotic day or thing, and Tim trusted me enough to do something like that, and he kind of moved the camera movements depending on what I was doing, which was really cool, I think.
On the other hand, Jenna Ortega has had some very fun moments while portraying this character, and along the way made some new friends with the cast and even spoke about one of her favorite scenes, the dance scene.
The lighting?
Yeah.
Do her own stunts. Yes. I will throw myself on the floor, off a wall. I'll drive cars at 90 to 100 miles per hour with stunt brakes that I've never used before in my life.
On a completely unrelated note, on the Jimmy Fallon show, she elaborates on being against all dipping sauces for some reason.
You don't dip things.
I just fully, I do or I don't.
You don't dip at all. Would you dip a French fry in ketchup?
No.
You would not?
I'm not a big ketchup guy.
And over the course of the next several years, Jenna has a few projects lined up, planned for including in the Paramount Plus thriller film The Nest Kind, alongside Tommy Lee Jones, Ben Foster, and Toby Wallace, and reprise the role of Tara Carpenter in an untitled 6th Scream film.
Project U, then there's Scream, and then there's like a dark You seem to be attracted to these roles.
I feel like there's some invisible string that just kind of connects us because they just happened. It wasn't something that I set out to do.
So what do you guys think about all this? Did you enjoy seeing Jenna and Wednesday, or have you had the chance to check out the series yet? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.
Ortega, become an actress. I begged my mom for years. I first wanted to start acting when I was 6 years old. My parents said, no way in hell.